Was there a failure to take immediate action when you correctly pushed to acquire additional doses of the drug remdesivir?
There was no action taken on the urgency to come up with a plan for acquisition of limited doses of remdesivir, nor to distribute those limited doses of remdesivir once we had the scientific data to support their use for people infected with this virus.
And instead of acting on your recommendations, was the response of others to try and cut you out of key meetings, marginalize your participation?
I was told that my urgings were causing a commotion, and I was removed from those meetings. And so in those early days, my first meeting with Secretary Azar, I asked for funding for people and for those viruses, the three critical things to get the vaccine started. And we did everything possible to ensure that those investments were in companies that would build capacity in the United States to manufacture those vaccines. We had to get in line first, even when the money wasn't fully there to complete the development program. That's what we did.
But I guess my concern is, I've been very critical of administration in terms of their, I call it incompetence with the supply chain, with lack of testing. I'm afraid the same thing's going to happen with vaccines and the distribution. I mean, should I be concerned based on your experience?
Absolutely, sir. We're already seeing those challenges with limited doses of remdesivir, with data that we're getting that remdesivir has some benefit in people. And we have limited doses, and we haven't scaled up production, and we don't have a plan on how to fairly and equitably distribute that drug. If you can imagine this scenario this fall or winter, or maybe even early next spring, when vaccine becomes available, there's no one company that can produce enough for our country or for the world. It's going to be limited supplies. We need to have a strategy and plan in place now to make sure that we can not only fill that vaccine, make it, distribute it, but administer it in a fair and equitable plan.
And that's not the case at this point.
We don't have that yet, and it is a significant concern. A lot of optimism is swirling around a 12 to 18-month time frame. If everything goes perfectly, we've never seen everything go perfectly. My concern is if we rush too quickly and consider cutting out critical steps, we may not have a full assessment of the safety of that vaccine. So it's still going to take some time. I still think 12 to 18 months is an aggressive schedule, and I think it's going to take longer than that to do so.